Oh, yes. We got the Giants this week, ladies and gentlemen. We got the New York Giants. Me being a New Yorker who absolutely hates the Giants, I really need this game to go in our favor. Listen, let me tell you something. It's a matchup between two of the quarterbacks from the 2004 draft class who happen to be relevant. The other being Phillip Rivers. Unfortunate for him, he should have had a Super Bowl by now. But you know what happens in San Diego? They can't block. Their offensive line absolutely sucks for probably, let's say, the last 10 years. Yes, I'm taking off my shoes because there's serious matters right here. I cannot stand Eli Manning. The man having to have about 4 good seasons in an entire career, but he's still going to happen to sneak his way into the Hall of Fame because of playoff heroics. Listen, if Jim Plunkett doesn't get into the Hall of Fame, Eli Manning shouldn't get into the Hall of Fame. But let's talk Pittsburgh Steelers because obviously, fuck the Giants. I'll talk to them a little bit later. Defense, I'm going to need you to contain this homosexual Odell Beckham. Excuse me, he's not a homosexual. He's just a raging, effeminate man. This dude, head and shoulders, he took over for Troy Polamalu. I have a problem with that. You see the black and gold? I'm not wearing my Polamalu right here, but I got the Roethlisberger over here. I'm going to need you to perform, number 7. I'm going to need you to perform because let me tell you something. This Giants defense can't really cover. Terrell Pryor, I was talking about Terrell Pryor when he came up against us when we played against the Cleveland Browns. The man said happened to have, 5 receptions, 97 yards. He went over and exploded against the Giants. 6 catches, 131 yards, and he didn't get to the end zone, but he was able to burn Eli Apple or whoever the hell the people were. Janoris Jenkins came out talking about he's an average receiver. Let me tell you something, Janoris, you're going against the best receiver in the game. That's right, Antonio Brown's playing like the best receiver in the game over the past 2 weeks. Julio Jones, you better watch yourself because Antonio Brown's leading the receptions and touchdowns. He's going to come for those yards this week. Landon Collins, he's a stud. I'm telling you right now, Landon Collins right now, he's a front runner for Defensive Player of the Year. But let me tell you something, none of that's going to happen against our Pittsburgh receivers. We may only have Antonio Brown and company, but Antonio Brown is enough to be more than enough company, okay? He's going to get it done. Let me tell you something about Le'Veon Bell misappointing first downs. I don't need you pointing no more. I need you to continue to carry over 150 plus all-purpose yards. I need this week. Latarius Green, I need you to catch the ball beyond 5 yards. I need you to really generate some offense. You're like 6'6", 6'7", 6'8", 6'9". You need to be in the low post in the NBA, but I'm going to need you to be inside the end zone, boxing out, catching red zone touchdowns. That's what I need, okay? That is what I need. Offensive line, you haven't given up a sack in 2 games. You haven't given up a sack in 2 games. Guess who also hasn't given up a sack in 2 games? The Giants' offensive line. So we need to outperform their offensive line because ultimately, I said it on my podcast, the offensive line that outperforms the other will win this game. Okay, it's not a matter of defense, it's a matter of offense. Because I think both teams could continue. This is going to be like the Saints versus the doggone Giants last year, where it was 49-52, whatever the case may be. It's going to be a high-scoring game. That's the way I see it. But we need to come out and perform. Offense, but I'm not really worried about you guys. Defense. Defensive line. We are without Cameron Hayward, who happens to be our best defensive lineman. So all the other people step onto it. I'm going to need you to have yourself like a 2-sack game. I need you to go crazy. Our linebackers, Shazier better be covering everybody. Because I don't need Victor Cruz having his first good game of the year against us. It's not happening. I don't need, what's that rookie's name? Whatever the hell, the Shepherd, whatever the hell his name is. I really don't care about New York, so I don't keep no tabs on him. That dude, I don't need him to break out this game. He had 0 targets last game. He needs to have 0 targets this game. And I told you before when I started the video, Odell Beckham needs to be shut down. He needs to be shut down. I'm not even worried about the Giants rushing game because they can't run the ball. I could show up at the freaking Meadowlands. Actually, it's not the Meadowlands. I could show up to MetLife Stadium tonight. I could just get in the backfield, take a couple carries, and run for more yards than Rashad Jennings, okay? Anybody could do it. Anybody can do it. We cannot allow any rushing yards from the Giants. And Eli Manning, I cannot stand your overrated ass. The only time I ever cheered for you, is when you're playing against AFC North. When you played against the Patriots, I absolutely hate the Patriots, but I hate you. So I need the Patriots to win. They let me down. I do not like you, Eli Manning. And the last couple of times that the Pittsburgh Steelers played against the Giants, we happen to lose. And I'm not about to have that happen again. Okay? I will not walk around the damn city wearing my Steelers clothing and looking at Giants fans look at me and laugh because we lost, okay? We are the superior team. Damn it, we should have been America's team if Art Rooney didn't say no, all right? We need to show these motherfucking New Yorkers who the hell's boss, and we need to go start to peak going into the playoffs, okay? Because we have to beat Baltimore in the damn standings to get into the playoffs because of the AFC West, all right? That's all I got to say about that. Mike Tomlin, I'm looking straight at you. All right, you're going against a goddamn Ben McAfoo, whatever the hell that goddamn coach's name. He's not Coughlin, okay? He's an average coach. The Giants are coming off of 5 straight wins? 5 straight mediocre wins is the way I see it. They only beat about 2 good teams in that 5-game stretch. If Jordan Matthews caught the ball, they would have lost to the Eagles. But as far as I'm concerned, they are a mediocre team who happen to play against a weak schedule this season. Let's get it done. We've got to get the W, okay? 7-5. 7-5, roll into the playoffs on a big-ass win streak because our schedule is very favorable right now, all right? We have to keep it rolling. We absolutely destroyed the Colts. We have to keep it rolling. Defense, sack the hell out of Eli Manning. Come on, let's go Steelers. Let's get this W. Because I'm in New York. This is for me, okay? Forget the team. Forget the doggone Pittsburgh. Everybody in Pittsburgh, I'm sorry for you. But this is for me, okay? This game is for me. Let's win. Let's win.